And we're still discussing bribery allegations and more allegations resurfacing between the political jab between Senator Natasha and Senator Akpabio. Now, Mr. Sado, you were saying something before.
So I was saying I expected somebody like SAN to be the one in the forefront, asking that the security or the EFCC to swing into action immediately upon such kind of allegation by Senator Natasha. Like I said, she's not just an ordinary citizen. This is somebody that was voted the best senator in 2024. So when she's coming up with this kind of allegations, it is not up to us to come and say, let's sweep it aside because she's not coming out with evidence. No. The institutions of the state should immediately be asked to swing into action. Go and verify this thing. The issues of budget padding, what have you, in the National Assembly. We have seen that a lot of Nigerians have seen the National Assembly as a cesspool of corruption. And we must be able to rid our institutions of these negative vibes. And that is why I said today, I expect that the citizens should be on the street asking questions as regards to this. It doesn't matter. We all know, it is like an unwritten rule in the national establishment that corruption is everywhere. And we cannot build a society on these foundations. Right. And if we are getting someone like that now beginning to voice out, coming from inside of the system, we should celebrate her. That's what I'm saying.
All right, Mr. Sado, thanks for that comment. Now, SAN, let's take a look at the allegation of the National Assembly leadership muscling public officers. Now, you represent the President of the Senate, so he's at the center of it. What do you make of all these allegations? Some persons say it's just an attempt to keep blackmailing the Senate President. Some said, look, it's just a political guise to get him removed. What's your own perception of this whole allegation? Do you think it's a blackmail, or do you think it should be thoroughly investigated by the institutions of state, just like he said?
Yeah, thank you. I'm very happy with the guest, my friend that is in the house, who mentioned the issue that one is a lawyer with a conscience. And we've been fighting to have a country all of us should be very, very proud of. But I won't support any move or any political motive, that is actually meant to smear the name of an individual. She mentioned the trajectory of Senator Natasha. I mean, we're talking about somebody who has been a commissioner. I'm talking about Senator Akpabio. From commissionership, he became a governor for 8 years, became a senator, became a minister, and then came back now as a senator and then Senate president. So he is not somebody, that has no history whatsoever. So if you now want to come up with the line of this discussion, what is the allegation against Godswill Akpabio? It started with the issue of seat reallocation. That is when the problem started. And from seat reallocation, we now heard about issue of sexual harassment. From sexual harassment, we heard about organ harvesting. From there, we are now hearing of issue of corruption, of Muslim ministers and all that. And now we are saying, look, in all these things, we are with anyone that wants to fight any ill in the society. I cannot in any way, support any ill in this country, because we need a country all of us should be very, very proud of. But also we not support any person who, in the role of being an activist, being in the role of a whistleblower, you see that there is so much inconsistencies. You see that there is that is the motive is geared towards pulling that individual. You are making allegations, and those allegations, as I speak to you, you have not even channeled it through the proper channel, through the proper authority that can handle it. The issue of sexual allegation, if you remember, opportunity was given to them to come to the Senate. I was there. Just allow me to finish this. Please, can you allow me to finish this, please?
Sorry to
opportunity was given to them.
I need to put in this question. Aren't you concerned that Senator Natasha seems to be enjoying a lot of support, both online and also in other public conversations? She seems to be enjoying a lot of backing, and Senator Akpabio seems to be getting a lot of backlash from the public. Why do you think this is so?
Well, yeah, I wanted to finish my line of thought. So that when somebody is speaking, then you can now come in with this question. I have no problem. I will answer that question. But I'm saying, when the issue of seat reallocation came, and then you now came up with all these allegations, you had a relationship with this person, you are seen taking selfie, you are seen praising this same man after this so-called sexual harassment a day after. So many issues. So after you said all that, and then you now instigate the public, which is actually what is going on. You go to social media, you instigate the public. Of course, you listen to the leaked video. Leaked audio from one Okai. It is issue of, the public will just push the story so that the public will be against Akpabio. The public will be against the government. The public will be against President Bola Tinubu. You don't do things that way. A lot of people that are working and probably saying these things are purely based on ignorance. But most of them are also knowing the truth, that there is no single evidence in all these allegations. So that the people that is a backlash is because, one, let me just tell you why there is issue. When this government came in, they took some hard decisions, that actually brought some level of suffering to Nigeria. And Nigerians are not happy. And they want to see a lot of improvement on their economic life. They want to see some improvement in their welfare life. They want to see some improvement in all other areas of their life. So when they hear anything that has to do with any person that is in government or not, without even looking at the fact, without looking at the issue of what is the motive behind it, they get angry. And so you can get the support of the masses, along that line, raising this, stoking this, flame, stoking these lies, when you don't have any evidence. I will say, no problem. If you have any evidence against this man, present those evidence. Go through the normal institution and present them. I will be the first person to say, Senator Akpabio, step aside, because there is this evidence against you. But in all these allegations, and I want to say this with every sense of responsibility, there is not even a single shred of evidence that has been provided. From sexual harassment, we have moved into organ harvesting, we have moved into issue of assassination, we are now moving into harassment of senators. And only you, out of 108 senators, only you is the one that is raising this issue, is only you that is bringing this to no, but then you don't even have any evidence. If there is any evidence, we can say, this person is a moral crusader. He's an activist who is fighting for the interests of Nigerians. Let's support.
Okay, okay. Well, I think we have an issue with his connection. Now, let me come to you on this. Coming from Senator Natasha, allegations against Akpabio, series of allegations, and like he said, there has not been any proof. You said they will be tendered before the appropriate authority. But there was also this allegation against Senator Natasha, where she was alleged to have tried to compromise an individual, that the person should take positions against Senator Akpabio. So she's not been free from it, and that she also compromised some very a former minister in Nigeria to come against the Senate leadership. You are aware of those allegations against Senator Akpabio? Sorry, Natasha.
Thank you. I think let's not mix up the issues, right? The central issue that we are discussing this morning is the issue of allegation. And I believe the reason why I'm here is to talk about this issue of bribery that is referred to as progress report. Now, I don't know if in good conscience, my brother and my elder brother, Monday Ubani, will say that the allegations against Senator Akpabio in terms of EFCC allegations, EFCC trials we don't know what has happened to it. I don't know whether he is saying that all of those should be swept away. I don't know if that is what he's saying. I don't know if the corruption in NDDC that was spoken about when Senator Akpabio was the minister, I don't know if that is why he's saying we should sweep aside. We as civil society organization, citizens of this country, all we're asking for is look, when Senator Shehu came out to the general public and said, this is the amount of money I've been paid as a senator, what happened? The Senate leadership came at him. He's saying that Senator Natasha is not a moral crusader, and she's not the one. She cannot be only one person amongst 100. Was Senator Shehu not just one person? What did they do to him? They almost suspended him. we have, my position is that our institutions are collapsing on the verge of the weight of corruption that has been placed on it by the leaders of this country. And we cannot continue like that. If we have gotten such an insight and information as the normal thing, the right thing for those people who are in leadership, the right thing for the leadership of Nigeria, the right thing for the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria to do at this point is to say, you know what, these things are, the mess is getting too much. The Nigerian society, the Nigerian state is becoming a laughing stock. And so for that reason, let us look for a way to recalibrate ourselves. Let us look for a way to get rid of these people. Step aside, Senator Akpabio. Let us, it is not, I don't have anything against him. All I'm saying is that if there are allegations against you that is rubbishing the state, that is making the image of the nation, ridiculing the image of the nation, why would the president of the country
the question
sit down and watch those
the
kind of
question
things
is that the same person making these allegations have been under fire, under sanctioned by the same Senate. So it is like, I won't go down alone. Because you want me down, I'm going to just blackmail every person. What is important
to you, what is important to us as citizens of this country is expose the truth. If all the senators in Nigeria collapse, I don't care. All I want is let us have a nation that is standing. If the institutions that are corrupt in this country can be cleaned up, and if what it takes for us to clean it up is to get rid of these people, why should we be bothered about it? Why should we say, oh, because it is coming from somebody? If she is fighting for her life, and in the midst of this fight, it is exposing a lot of negative things about our society that we all want to correct. If it is exposing corruption, it is exposing sexual harassment, it is exposing power, abuse of power, abuse of office, why not? Let us deal with all of these issues. And as far as the issue of the evidence is concerned, evidence is not tendered on the table of media. Evidence is tendered almost all these cases are in court. And I expect that even me
that who alleges must prove.
Yes.
So we'll move on from that.
She should be ready to do that.
Yes.